Howdy y'all, we're in Austin, Texas, home of barbecue, and we're here to try the best of what Austin has to offer. Our first stop in our foodie tour is Franklin BBQ, where barbecue isn't just a food, it's an art. They have this down to a science. It's the most notorious barbecue place in the world, or one of the most, and it's always constantly on the top ranked places for the US. So we're really excited to try it. This is just the first of many different barbecue spots that we're gonna try out. So let's see what all the fuss is about.
So this place is so crazy that supposedly you have to wait in line maybe 3 to 4 hours or more to get your food, but there is an option to pre-order. So since we were flying in, we wanted to pre-order instead of trying to wait in line for 3 or 4 hours. And the only option they had left was literally the day we flew in. So we came straight from the airport, straight to Franklin BBQ to try their barbecue. And we got some pork, brisket, and turkey. And when you do pre-order, they give you a big loaf of bread, sauces, all the good works, pickles. So I just want to jump in and try the brisket first because this is what I've been dreaming of.
Watched many of videos on the process.
That is interesting. I don't really eat too much brisket, but supposedly brisket is really fatty, really hard to cook, so they cook it very low and slow. And it's really good. I had a real good part of that was rendered. It tastes really good. I don't think I mentioned, but if you do pre-order, there is a minimum amount you have to purchase. I think it's like 3 pounds or something like that, so just be aware. If you do pre-order, you're gonna have to order a lot of food, but it does save you from waiting in line for 3 or 4 hours. The bark has a nice flavor. All they do is put salt and pepper on it, nothing too crazy to give it a good spice level, but it's smoked really good and cooked really good. I need to now try the barbecue sauce. So I dug into the bag they gave us. It looks like they gave us original sauce, maybe some type of vinegar sauce, and this other sauce, I'm not too sure what it is. We'll have to dig it, maybe a sweet sauce or something. So let's try their original. All I can say is all this meat is so juicy, it's literally, it's all over the place.
Yeah, it's juices everywhere. Look at the juice just seeping out of the wrapper. And we also got pulled pork and turkey that we'll be trying as well.
Yeah, pretty good barbecue sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna try it now. I'm not as big of a meat person as Matt is, but this is some of the best, so I imagine it's gonna be awesome. Okay, it's so juicy. It literally melts in your mouth. Wow. I've never had any beef brisket that good. And a correction from earlier, I was told the one sauce we didn't know was an espresso sauce. I kind of want to try it. Very acidic. You can't really taste coffee. Want to try the turkey now? Okay, here's the turkey. I'm not a big fan of turkey, but this will probably be the best turkey I've ever had. I mean, it is good for turkey, but it has nothing on the brisket. And then last but not least, the pulled pork. Oh yeah. Take a look at that stringy goodness. This is gonna make some good sandwiches later. Has some kind of flavoring to it. Like a little sweetness already. And a little bit of acidicness. And it's super tender and juicy and awesome. The brisket and pulled pork are winners for sure. Another fun thing, they have this old soda machine, and it specifically has Rambler. It's a Texas company. I've never had it before. It's really good, and it was for free. It was just complimentary, and that was really nice. I can see why this place is rated one of the best. Can't you?
Real good, yeah.
Yeah. And this is just the start. We have so many other different barbecue places we're going to be trying around the city, and some of the top ones in Texas.
Yeah, the owner of this restaurant, I think he won a James Beard Award, which is like one of the best chefs in the nation award. And the other ones we're going to have either been nominated, or they've won awards, or they've been in the Texas Monthly magazine, which is a magazine that's just specifically, they have a issue for best barbecue in Texas.
They're serious about Texas. I mean, they're serious about barbecue here and Texas. After all that heavy meat, we needed something refreshing and cold. So what we ended up doing was getting some gelato from a place called Dolce, Neve Gelato. And we got two different flavors. The first one here is a papaya and lime sorbet. So it should be really, really refreshing and hopefully tart. That has really strong, good flavor. I really don't know what papaya tastes like, I don't think. But it's interesting. You can definitely taste the lime. Real good. And not too icy. Now this flavor sounded really wacky. It's ricotta honey pistachio. Yeah. There's a lot happening. But hopefully it all comes together good. So let's give it a try. The honey is definitely strong. You can taste the honey. And it does have a cheesiness to it. Kind of reminds me of like baked feta with honey on top of it, like we had in Greece. I didn't really get a pistachio chunk, so I'm going to try it with a pistachio chunk. The pistachio complements it nice too. The base of the ice cream itself is ricotta and honey, but then there's just pistachio chunks mixed throughout. But I think it works really well. They have lots of interesting flavors in there. So last night we had a lot of leftover Franklin barbecue, but today's a new day and we stopped at LeRoy and Lewis Barbecue, which is another top rated spot, and we're gonna try some of their offerings.
First up, which I'm really excited to try, is a brisket burger. So they take the trimmings off their brisket and they grind it up and they make it into a burger patty. They smoke it and then they sear it. We watched them on YouTube make a couple of them. It looks really interesting and has really good reviews. So that's one thing you need to get here early and make sure they don't sell out of, is the burger. Let's give that a try. And it's on Martin's Potato Buns, which is from Pennsylvania, just like we are. that is interesting. Very interesting texture from the brisket. It's really good. It goes well with the cheese, the onions, and the pickle, and the potato bread gives it a nice sweetness, but the texture of the brisket is really good, and I love the pepper on it. I usually like a good bit of pepper, and there's a good bit of pepper on it.
The second thing we got from here is 2 meats and 2 sides. So the meats we chose was actually cauliflower, and I know it's not a meat, but it's so good that I guess it's at the meat price. It's a vegan option, and we thought it sounded really interesting rather than keep on eating tons of meat. And the second thing we got was barbacoa that we'll be trying, and we got a Frito pie and braised cabbage as the sides. So I'm going to try the cauliflower first. It's kind of crunchy. I was expecting it to be more like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the cauliflower. I thought I was going to love it. That's sad. It's just too crunchy. Thought it was going to be more of like the texture of what's in fried cauliflower if you've ever had it. But I'm gonna try, they gave us a honey mustard barbecue sauce and a beetroot barbecue sauce, which is really interesting. I'll try it in that. Woo! The beetroot is spicy and really acidic. Let me try the honey by itself. I don't know what it is with Texas and these really acidic sauces. Ooh, very vinegary. I want something a little more sweeter. You'll have to be the judge, Matt. Okay, time for the second meat. So with a dinner plate, everything is served on top of a slice of potato bread again, and it comes with 2 sauces and pickles and jalapenos. But now we're gonna try the barbacoa. It looks really stringy and nice. It's topped with some type of crema, onions, queso fresco, and cilantro. I have a nice bite here. Gonna try. Really good flavor. That's good. And that sauce they have on top of it is strong with cilantro, and that tastes really good. And the onions add a little bit of sweetness. And the meat is so tender. It's like a pulled pork almost, but beef.
Last but not least, we're going to try our 2 sides. We got, I think it's called Texas Frito pie. It's chili and Frito. And then we got braised cabbage and sausage. And I think it might be their Citra hot pork sausage, which sounds really interesting. Let's give the chili a try. That's really good chili. That's real good chili. It almost tastes like it's like a brisket in it or something. Like it's got that fatty taste for the beef part of the chili. Really good. That's one of the better chilies I think I've had. Okay, now for the cabbage. Pretty good cabbage. Rachel's probably not going to like it though, because I do think I taste vinegar, something really acidic in it. Let's try the sausage. It is their Citra pork hop sausage, so they put some hops in it, like a beer flavor and some citrus flavor, which is really interesting.
Our overall review of this is it's worth coming here for the burger. The burger is amazing, and I originally said that just get the burger, but Matt's like, no, we need to get the meats and the sides. And let me tell you, woo, that braised cabbage is nasty. I'm sorry, I can't do it. It tastes like beer and so acidic. But the cauliflower is a little too crunchy and doesn't have much flavor. I don't really care for the cauliflower, but the Frito pie and barbacoa were good. I think some of the sides and meats could just be hit or miss, but the burger is never hit or miss.
The burger is really good. It's something that you've never tasted before in your life. I'm sad that we're probably not going to be able to have a burger like that ever again.
Never say never. And I don't think we mentioned it, LeRoy and Lewis is located in like a food truck park that's really hip and happening.
The next barbecue place we're trying is called Interstellar BBQ. They're another award-winning barbecue place. We got the peach tea pork glazed belly. It's something that people rave over. It looks really interesting. We had to wait in line, I'd say probably a half hour. So it seems like that's a common theme, is you have to wait in line for a lot of these good barbecue places. Let's give her a try. Whoa. It's like candy. Sweet from the peach tea.
Finally, something sweet.
This is the first sweet thing we've had in barbecue so far. Everything's been real sour and vinegary. Wow. That's really good. Something really different. So we're gonna try their sauces. They have a mustard sauce and it's called a Texas red sauce. So we're interested to see if their sauces are any better than the other ones. Here's that sourness. That's even worse than the LeRoy and Lewis mustard.
Oh yeah, by the way, we might have a new hire.
The red's not bad, very ketchupy. Very ketchupy. So far, these sausages have not been good.
They're not our style. It's not what we're used to. So we got one side, smoked Gouda mac and cheese. Although a lot of their sides sounded really good. Nice creaminess, good texture. I like that they use the shells. But I guess Gouda, I don't know. It tastes a little goaty. And I do not like goat milk products. I feel like I'm being such a fussy baby trying some of these things, but like the acidity and the vinegarness of all the things is too much. And this tastes, I mean, it tastes good, but I can just taste the goat milk and that kind of throws me off. Last thing we got was banana pudding. And this is the thing I'm most excited for. It might seem the most simple, but after eating so much meat and heavy stuff, I just want something sweet. So here we go. This is amazing. This is the best thing they have. It's just probably just because I love this so much, just because we haven't had any sweet stuff. Our next stop is KG BBQ. We're slowly getting more and more away from traditional barbecue because this is an Egyptian Texan barbecue fusion. And you can just see this looks drastically different from what we've gotten before. It's a brisket rice bowl and it's topped with cucumbers, tomatoes, tahini, pomegranate seeds, some candied fruits of some sort, almonds, cashews. It looks amazing and so nice to finally have something fresh and not just all meat. First bite, I unearthed the turmeric rice. There's some like spices, cinnamony spices in it, and saltiness from the meat, and freshness from the vegetables. It's a really nice mix. It's something you wouldn't think would work, but it works. And there's just so many, I didn't even get all the, different ingredients in one bite, but who would have thought nuts with rice and meat? But it works.
This is real good. Totally different than what we've had.
Yeah, thank goodness, because we're getting worn out from regular barbecue.
There's something that's like a sweet cinnamon in there.
It's those.
And it helps a lot.
Those little things are the cinnamon. So we got pistachio rice pudding. Made me super excited because I love rice pudding and pistachio. Those together are gonna be great. I'm not sure what's all on it. There's like a crumbly substance, and it looks like kind of a whipped cream, but maybe not, on top of the pudding. But let's check it out, see how it is. Whatever this layer is, it's a very interesting texture. And I don't know what the flavor is at all. So I can say Matt and I enjoyed that. I wish we weren't so full. We are taking a good bit of it home, but it's definitely something like nothing other, and just so many complementary ingredients. Everything complements each other so well. The rice pudding, there's some kind of weird flavor in it. Not my favorite rice pudding, but like the pudding itself was good, but the other stuff was just a little too much for me. But Matt liked it. He thought it was nice. And what's cool is he has smokers here too, and each of them are named after an Egyptian pharaoh. So we filmed King Tut, I think. And yeah, really interesting spin on Texan barbecue, and we're surprised not more people were there. It's the one place that didn't have a line.
True.
Yeah. Now, even though we're not hungry, we're gonna get something sweet. We went to OMG Squee. This was one of my places I need to go. Matt was barbecue, me was this place, because I don't know if you ever watched Queer Eye, the show, but it was actually featured on Queer Eye, and basically the specialty is all like these kawaii desserts that are inspired by Japan. And this is a taiyaki fish that they usually have in Japan, and topped with their flavors of the month, which is black sesame and ube. So that's the first thing we got, and it's melting, so we're gonna try it first. Here's the ube, which is purple yam. I love ube. So good. I don't know how to describe the flavor of ube. It's just good. Nice sweet flavor. Doesn't taste like sweet potato, even though that's kind of what it is. And now the black sesame. Definitely tastes like black sesame. A nuttiness. If you ever had black sesame anything, that's basically what it tastes like. And the consistency of the ice cream is very good and smooth and silky. Tastes just as cute as it looks. We got to the taiyaki fish part. We haven't ever had taiyaki before, but if it's anything like this is like kind of pancakey. It has a crunchy exterior though and a light inside. It's a pretty nice use of it. It definitely works as a cone. Another thing they're known for are mochi donuts, and we got one here. Mochi, it should be chewier and more like squishy than a traditional donut, and all the donuts are decorated so cute. You can see this one looks like a little kitty cat, but not just any kitty cat. We're big fans of Studio Ghibli, and this is supposed to look like, and it does look like, Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service. I was literally freaking out in there because they had a Totoro and they had little Gigi. It's just amazing. all your kawaii dreams come true. What's interesting about this donut, it doesn't have a hole. Kind of looks like a cookie on the bottom. But this is a black cocoa donut. We'll give it a little try here. Probably not going to eat all of it because we're really full. So we'll just give it a bite. Very sweet. Definitely a chewier inside. You can see that is definitely mochi texture right there. And the outside is coated in like a dark cocoa powder glaze. It tastes like I use this Dutch cocoa powder for my baking. It's a little more darker and richer, and that's what it tastes like. Pretty good, different donut, spin on a donut. And I mean, just look at it. Just the design is enough to qualify buying this donut. So it's the next evening. Yesterday we ate way too much food, and today we actually went to Waco, so we didn't get back to Austin until evening time, but we wanted to try a little bit more food while we're here. And another thing that Austin's known for is tacos. So we finally went to a taco place called Cuantos Tacos. We got a carnitas taco and one that has beef. It's called suadero. I will try the beef first. They're very tiny, bite size, super flavorful. It just, the cilantro on it's really fresh and good, and it has a little bit of acidity, and the meat itself is very nice. Now I'll try the carnitas, which is pork.
You love dogs.
Also good. Same thing, but I don't know which one I like more. The beef is more shredded and the carnitas is more like chopped pieces of meat. One thing we both love about Austin is just how many little food truck parks they're set up all over the city. There's so many picnic tables and umbrellas set out for people just to chill and hang out and enjoy their food, and it's just such a nice vibe, and I wish we had more stuff like that back home, but I think it's mostly due to temperature kind of thing. I mean, in Texas, it doesn't get too cold that often, but in PA, it definitely gets cold, so you'd only be able to enjoy that a few months out of the year, whereas Texas, you can come out and enjoy this the majority of months of the year. Last stop for Austin for this trip is Zeds Real Fruit Ice Cream. It's a New Zealand inspired ice cream place. I'm not sure what makes it New Zealand inspired. This type just must be popular in New Zealand. All of them have a fruit topping on it, and it has banana, honey, and then some type of granola crunch. We'll see how this compares to all the other ice cream we've been having. I understand now. They must mix in the fruit with the ice cream, so the base is vanilla, but they mix in like the fruit essence into the ice cream, so it does taste like banana ice cream. It's really good flavor, banana, and it's so silky smooth. I can't believe the texture of this ice cream. It's unreal. And the honey on it and the little granola on top is quite good as well. Definitely recommend coming here. Not too pricey either. And I'm really intrigued now that I know like they mix it so it is like the ice cream is banana. I thought they just put slices of banana on it. So now that I know they do that, I'm more intrigued to try the other flavors like blueberry and blackberry and see how that tastes in the vanilla base. But yeah, I mean, that's all we have for Austin food tour. We are going to be doing a food tour in San Antonio, which will definitely be very Tex-Mex and just authentic Mexican food inspired. So if that intrigues you, make sure you stay tuned and check out when that happens. So I guess we'll see you next time when we're eating or exploring someplace. Okay. See ya, dairy friends.